Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live on Wednesday morning, December 27. Holy cow. So I am live every Wednesday morning, 10:30 a.m. Sorry, I'm going to refresh my screen a second here. Every Wednesday morning at 10:30. Otherwise, you can find me, so this is Facebook, if you're watching this later on YouTube. So I'm live on Facebook every Wednesday morning. You can find me other times on my website at dazzledbystamping.com. You can find samples there and classes, and you can shop there and all that sort of thing. So I'm going to, I have my screen refreshed now. I just got to make sure I can see comments. So I see a couple of people on. Let me know when you're here so I can say hi to you. Hi, Carrie. So did everybody have a good Christmas? I sort of went, I went quiet, I guess. Good morning, Nancy and Janet. I didn't end up posting anything around Christmas. I was busy with things and I kept not taking the time to get online to do that. So anyway, I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. We had a good one. It was quiet because we did our Christmas last weekend. Well, I guess now it's like a week and a half ago or something like that, when Liz was in town. So that was wonderful. So I hope you were able to spend time with family or friends. And if you weren't, hopefully you could remember all the good memories from the past. So good morning, Dot. So do you have the week off for Carson, or are you back at it this week? Hi, Marlene. I'm glad that you're here. Hi, Kathy. Thank you for joining me. Excuse me. So I'm going to be having, so before I forget, I do have, registration is open for our one-day crafting retreat, and we still have 4 spots left. So it doesn't close until January 13 or when spots are gone. So just keep that in mind. If you're still thinking about it, that would be, you have a chance yet. So I don't have other classes open right now that I can think of other than my clubs. I have those open. Because for 2 of them, well, one of them happened yesterday. The other one closed yesterday, my Dazzling Card Club. Just put them down for nap. Gotcha. Let's go, Carrie. Oh, Nancy, you're wanting to come to the retreat? That would be fun. So we have 2 of the boys over. Oh, nice. That's good. Emily's boys, I assume. That's fun. I hope you are having a good time with all of them. It's so good when you can spend time with family that you haven't seen in a while, or that they're so far away you can't hug them as often as you like to. So that's nice. So anyway, my Dazzling Card Club is closed. It's going to be, the classes are January 2 and 5. But I am going to be opening up soon. My plan is to do Dazzling Card Club with the bees for February. So I'm going to be opening up that early so that I can get stuff ordered on January 4, I think. Oh, I know. I get it, Kathy. So I can open up registration for that when, well, no, I'm probably going to open up registration early, but I'm going to be ordering stuff for it on the 4th. So anyway, okay, so I do have my randomizer loaded. I forgot what I made. Oh, I made cards last week. One was a sneak peek of the B's, Be Mine. Be Mine is the bundle, I think. Sweet something. I don't remember the name. Just a sec. I'm going to peek. I can't show you because the catalog is not live yet. But I'm going to peek and remind myself what it's called. Oh, Be My Valentine is the name of the... Be My Valentine is the name of the bundle. Be Mine is the name of the suite. So I made a card with that, and I made a card using the beautiful balloons. That is going to be my Dazzling card club for next week. I think I still have a card that needs picking up yet. You have chocolate that needs picking up yet. That's what you got. I don't think there's another card. I think it's just the snowman. I still have the snowman for you. So yes, you do have something that's here waiting for you. I will fend off anybody else who tries to come pick it up, Dot. Okay, so anyway, I have two cards. One's from the balloons and one is from, good morning, Marsha. Is the other Marsha on here too? I don't remember if I have two Marshas on right now. Glad to see you today. So, two cards are up. I'm going to go to my randomizer, so I won't be able to see comments right away. Well, actually, I might see them on my screen, but not on my computer. Just a second. Okay, I forgot to click one thing and picking. Okay, so I'm doing two different people. So, first one is rolling right now. I know I saw my... There's the post-it note. Deanna Edwards, congratulations. You are my first winner. I forgot. I don't think Deanna's on here yet. You're my first winner. I still have the post-it notes from last week. I didn't send anything out last week. Okay. Pick another name. And here is the second one is rolling. Hi, Jamie. Carrie Hacker, you're another winner. Woohoo! I can send both of yours together. Carrie, I think you won the gift card holder last week. Okay, done with the randomizer, so I'm going to close that up. So, congratulations to everybody, and thank you. I love when you guys get on and engage with me. That's who, by the way, if you're watching and are new to me, that's how you get entered in the randomizer, is if you chat with me and ask questions or comment or whatever. I add your name to my randomizer. That's what I call it. It's a list that randomly chooses names. So if you're engaging with me, then I add you to the list. So, okay, so I'm going to use a bundle that is new in the catalog. The suite is actually pages 40 through 43. Sorry, I can't physically see all the pages, so I had to count. I can't remember how many pages it would be next. Hi, Debbie. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so it's called Notes of Nature. So I'm using the bundle. It's part of a double bundle suite. I call those a mega suite. I'm not sure that Stampin' Up! Does, but I do. So usually for a double bundle suite, there's two sets of designer paper, it seems like. Well, not always. Anyway, there's not this time, but there are two bundles. It's definitely different from my style, but it was something that I could order, and I was a little bit... Actually, I will show you why I got the bundle, why I chose this one as opposed to the other one in a minute. Okay, so first of all, here's the stamp set, Notes of Nature. So it's part of the suite. It's called Nature's Sweetness is the name of the suite, which will also be the name of the designer paper. So very collage-y. I'm not a huge collage person, but this is, here's the stamp set. And so I was a little bit out of my comfort zone for for doing these cards. And then I have another card that I did for a swap for with my team. I sort of made it more my own, so I will share that card. Not today. I'll share it on my website and on Facebook later. Okay, so here are dies that go with this, and I have one more die for you. This is the die. Why I bought the suite. Look, oops, sorry, I gotta get it in the camera. Look at that die. Okay, it's got holes. It sort of makes it a little bit look like note paper. It's got stitching in between the holes. Can you see that? This is why I chose this bundle, or what specifically why I chose to get the dies, because I don't, sometimes I feel like I have to buy the dies, but I don't always use the dies. But that one I love, and I'm using today. So I also want to show you the designer paper. The colors are well, besides the fact that it's collage-y, the colors are also partly a little bit out of my wheelhouse. So the colors are Pebbled Path, Pecan Pie, and Gold. So this is a specialty designer paper. There are two sides to it, though. It's not just a single side one. So I'm going to show you all the pieces. So here is, this is the gold side. So here is gold, and then here is the other side. So that's just white plus pecan pie. You probably can color those in if you wanted to. I have not done that. So that's one. Here's two. Oops, do I have it right? Yeah. I do not know what this says, but I love a scripty look. So this is Pebbled Path and Gold. This is the foil is on the front. And then here is the back. That's pecan pie again. Then this front is gold. You can't really tell it because there's such thin lines, so I think it's hard to catch that glimmer. But this side is the gold. And then this is the other side. So you can make these focal points and color those in, obviously. But this is the sort of side that I would go for. Okay, next one, obviously gold. It's shimmering like crazy. And then this side is just sort of splatters and, oh, it's upside down, but there is script there too. I don't know if you can tell that. So that's probably Pecan Pie and Pebbled Path on there. Then two more. This is the gold side. And then here's another grid type. This is in the Pebbled Path. So Pebbled Path is one of the newest in colors, and Pecan Pie is a new core color. So here is the gold side. Obviously, it's, again, I don't know what this farmer who chooses a Berkshire is careful to get the right color. So we're talking about cows, I believe. That's sort of funny. It's supposed to be newsprint, but there's also the gold splattering on there. And then this is the other side. By the way, you probably can't tell, maybe you can, but it is 12 by 12 designer paper. I just cut pieces out of here, so it's not looking very 12 by 12-ish. So that's the designer paper. And now I'm ready to stamp with you. Okay, so I'm going to put you down. That reminds me of, there's a commercial. I think it's for a company who makes DVDs out of videos. I think that's what it is. And the commercial comes on saying, do you have videos at home that are degrading and, okay, thanks, Marcia, have a good day, that are degrading, and then goes on to say need to be remade into something, I don't know. Do any of the framelits fit pictures on the DSP? Let me look, just a sec. Pictures, I gotta find the dies, just a sec. I haven't heard framelits in a long time. Definitely dies that fit the stamps, but I don't think they're intended to fit anything on the designer paper. Not very well. It's going to be few and far in between if it does fit. Okay, so I'll show you the dies. Here are the dies. So on some of these images, this one is going to fit something, and this one is going to fit something. I don't know where I'm going live right now. Hi, Judy. Thanks for coming from Texas. I don't know where I'm going live right now, but I keep seeing names come up that I can't read that are in a different language. So welcome to you. I don't know. I don't know where I'm streaming to, but hello. So this one and this one, I think, have images here and there. So let me show you on this one. Like this tiny little image in here and this one fits, but not like these big ones. Does that answer your question? So there's one sheet. I think, again, this one has some of the same. So, oh, and then this one is probably one also. So here's this and this one. Oh, and that one. So yes, but not the big ones. So there's that. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, anyway, so that commercial cracks me up because when I hear it, do you have a video that's degrading? I think that it's meaning like, it's putting me down. Like it's not, I don't know. It catches my ear every time. So when I say I'm going to put you down, I don't mean I'm going to tell you, you love which, I don't know which one you mean. So I'm glad you love it, Jamie. So I'm not putting you down verbally. I'm going to move my screen for you. So I'm going to unbackwards the screen and I'm going to put you upside down. And then I've been having problems with this staying in place. So I have to adjust the arm. Oops. Adjust the arm when I do that too. Oh, you're such a goof. Okay, so, again, I'm going to show you the stamp set. Well, I held up too, so sorry, I couldn't figure it out. So, Notes of Nature, this is what I'm playing with. So, I'm going to do one that is very collage-y first, and then I'm going to do one that more focuses on the designer paper. So, this is Pecan Pie. And I'm going to be using Pecan Pie. So I'm going to make my background here. So I'm going to start with this one that it has some words. The whole stamp itself is a collage, if you ask me. So I'm going to ink this up. So I'm basically just making a background. So I'm going to put this up here. And then I'm going to ink up this. It's just part of, I don't know, I feel like this is, everybody's computer is always lagging. That's just the way that it is in Facebook. Hi, Mario. That's something that I have to get used to every time that I'm on here is there's always a delay with when somebody comments and when I see it. So sorry about that. I'm not so great at that. It was wonderful. I hope yours was good too, Mario. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this. Oh, I feel like this, I'm sort of trying to line up the lines a little bit. I feel like this is part of a ledger. Does that sound right? That's what it makes me think of anyway. So this is my background. This is the stamp set that I'm using. For anybody who just got on, Notes of Nature. It was something that we could pre-order, excuse me, and it's sort of out of my wheelhouse, but I made it mine, and then, or I worked within how this stamp set is, and then I made one my own that was sort of more me, that I'll post on, let's see, it'll be end up being Friday. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to design this piece. Okay, so how many of you guys remember the Donna? Because I am using it again today. I haven't done it in a while. So I'm going to stamp one here, stamp one again here. Again, I'm sort of trying to line it up, but it doesn't have to be perfect. That's just the way that I want to do it. Okay, so here comes Donna. So the thing is, hi Cindy. I'm glad to see you here. So the thing is with Donna, one day, the story is, legend has it. I honestly don't know if this is a real story or not. I think a demonstrator trainer shared this one time, and I just loved it. Legend has it that Donna dropped her stamp on mistake one time, and so she made the best of it. So this is the drop, and this is Donna making the best of it. So you stamp it, and then you lift it up and you pounce it. So this is one of the ways, you guys know that I've gotten better, but I'm not a big colorer. This is one of the ways that you can, see how it sort of, it blends the image a little bit. It looks like it's colored. It looks like there's something more there, but it's just, I'm bouncing my stamp. So I love the Donna. So this is one way that I can get away with not coloring a stamp that might typically be colored in. So anyway, so there's my piece that I want. So I have all my, well, no, I don't have all my stamping done. I have my greeting to do yet. So I'm going to put this together, and, oh, I don't have a silicone mat here. Just a second. Where is it? How do I keep doing that? I did that last time too. All right, just a sec. I gotta grab one quick. It's not far. Okay. So I used the silicone mat. I like that idea. My mom's name was Donna. I remember. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. Yeah, I've used it in a great big stamp, like a great big flower stamp that typically you would color it and you stamp it and then you bounce it, and I didn't have to color it. It was awesome. Okay, so I always use my silicone mat when I'm dealing with my adhesive for two reasons. First of all, it helps these seal adhesives, these newer adhesives, work better. When you start it on the silicone and end on the silicone, it helps them work better and not get so boogery here up at the top. And also it keeps my work surface clean, because if you do get adhesive on here, it rolls right off. So this is definitely a must-have. Okay, so I'm putting my gold designer paper on there. And then, oh, okay. I remembered this time. I forgot it the last time that I did this. Okay, so I'm going to put adhesive on here. But what I'm wanting to do is to get it on the back of my stamped piece first, so I know right where I want it to be. And by the way, this is very random size, this black. Because I literally grabbed a scrap that I had in my little bucket sitting near me and used it. So I just wanted some black behind it. I did not need it to be a certain size exactly. I want all my lines, oh, it's not quite right. Just a second. That gold is a little bit easier to pick up from. So I want my lines crisscrossed. I don't want them lined right up together. See, they're all sort of, they're overlapping each other and not just lined up. So there's that. And now I'm going to stamp my, very collagey, don't you think? Now I'm going to stamp my greeting. I don't need this old olive anymore. Okay, so my greeting is, thanks for making me smile. And I'm stamping it on, this is black stays on, by the way, because I have red rubber. So I don't have to clean my stamp immediately. And I like the, oops, I just chucked it. I like the nice deep black better from Black Stays On than from Memento. Okay, using dimensionals here. I just have the edges that are left. That's what I found on my table. I'm like, you know what? This will work. I don't need tons of them. Okay. To peel the backing off if I can get it there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now this is going to go right on here. You know what? I'm going to move it over. Okay, so here's my card. Now I have one more thing to show you for this card, and that is these are the embellishments for this suite. They're called adhesive backed cork rounds. So this is actually cork. So there's 2 sizes, the small and large, or large and medium, or I don't know. I don't know what they're considered. So here's the thing though. I feel like I tried using them with my Take Your Pick tool, and it sort of can peel off this cork. I feel like you wouldn't think of cork being fragile, but it sort of was. So I probably could use my, like the piercing part of the tool, but I'm just using my fingernails. So I'm going to pick it up and place it. There. Yeah, it is totally different. So here's my card. So we have designer paper, lots of stamping of the background anyway. Yeah, thank you. And then my little cork pieces. So there is 120 cork pieces on here. So there's that. Okay, so my next one, my next card, I'm going to be using the designer paper. And so I'm going to show you, I already have this cut. I'm going to do it on my greeting also, which, oh, I already have that. There's the piece that I was looking for. Okay. So this is the, I'll put white behind it so you can see it. So this is the die that I love. So there's stitching, like you could actually use it to perforate and peel it off if you wanted to, make it sort of look like a ticket thing. Thank you. I'm glad that you like my ideas, ladies. Okay, so the stitching here, the holes here, it is longer than, so this is the, just a sec, I gotta find my die now again. So this is a lot longer than, this is the sort of the width of the card. It's longer than the length of the card too. So anyway, so I used the die on this already, and I'm gonna use it on another piece on here. So I'm going to, I have this done already, so I'm just going to attach it. I don't know what, if anything, I want to do to the inside. I'm going to put adhesive right here too. To the inside of my card. But I did do a white insert for it. Oh, no, I can't do this yet. I forgot my design. That's crazy. Okay, so here's a cool thing about your silicone mat also. I put adhesive on here already, and if I put it down on my workspace, I wouldn't be able to get it up. So I'm putting it on my silicone mat. I forgot my design. All right, so here's what I'm doing. Now I sort of need another silicone mat. Okay, so I'm putting adhesive on the back of all 4 of these pieces. So these are 4 different designs from the pack. So I'm going to put one up here, one right here, and then okay, now I'm using the designer paper sort of to make it look collage-y. So I'm going to go this way, wait, this way here, and then this way here. So I'm, again, trying to not completely match up my lines. I don't want them to be right in line together. I want it to look collage-y, okay? So now here's what I'm doing. I had this cut to basically the length of my cardstock, and I don't want that. So what I'm doing is I wanted some texture. I wanted a look, again, collage-y. So I am tearing. That's a little bit harder when there's designer paper on it, I guess. It doesn't want to tear there. I'm tearing. I got an edge that's not wanting to tear right. The bottom of this. I need to try it this way. I want the rough edge, so I need to tear away from me, but it wasn't letting me do it. I don't want this straight edge right here. There we go. That's better. Okay, so I got the collage, and I got some more texture on here with my torn, my torn edge. Now, this will fit on here. Okay, so I have it tipped a little bit, so I have my different edges, collage-y look, and now I'm going to do something a little bit different with my greeting. So I'm going to, I don't want this underneath. Well, you'll be able to see it better. Okay, so the words that I'm using for this one, hi, Deanna. You are catching me late. Oh, and you're a winner, too. So this saying that I'm using says just a little note. Yeah, just a little note to say hello. Sometimes I talk before I'm actually reading and comprehending what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm going to ink this up. Make sure it looks wet. I'm going to stamp it on the edge here. And so here's my just a little note to say hello. And then, all right, now I don't want this on here. So there's also a splatter kind of stamp that I'm going to use. So this is Smoky Slate. I did not want, I don't know, I didn't pull Pebbled Path. I wanted something lighter, so I even stamped off. I'm not sure if I needed to, but I did stamp off. Oops. Just wanted to make the background splattered a sec. Okay, so now I'm going to put this piece through the die cutting machine with my favorite die. So here's the die from this bundle. The bundle is called Notes of Nature again. The suite is called Nature's Sweetness. And it's on pages, in the new mini catalog, pages 40 through 43, I think. Okay. So I'm going to use the die just on this little edge here. So I'm going to put this here. So I can use the mini boss because of the direction, because of how small my piece is and the direction that I'm putting this in to the machine. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do it. So I'm aiming for 2 of the holes. Can you see this? I'm going to see if I can do it. 2 of the holes to be on my little piece here. So we're going to go here. Just have to make sure that it's not moving. Okay, then I can run it through. Sorry, I'm shaking the table. Okay, put this down. Okay, so I have 2 holes. I have a little stitching between here. And now I have to show you another thing from this suite. So this suite has something, it's called faux leather trim. So it feels like leather or rubber or something. It's thick, like maybe a 1/16 of an inch thick, 1/8 of an inch wide. And it's sort of goldish. So they made it look like, can you see that it's gold? They made it look like the designer paper that it goes with. So I already cut a piece. So I have this piece right here. And what I'm going to do, I forgot how I did this. I need to look at it. Okay, I guess we're coming in from the back. Oh, first I want to make a knot on one end. That's what I want to do. So this is just totally decoration. This is not any sort of function. So I made the knot. I probably want it to be a little bit shorter, but we're just going to go for it. Okay. So I need to put it in through the top here. Come in through the bottom. And put this behind me so that you can sort of see it. But my big fingers are trying to do this on a tiny little piece. So so I'm wrapping this around and through the loop that you make, like you're making a knot. And I'm just making this knot. Oh, it's too long on top. Just a sec. Sorry, I'm not describing this very well. It's Jamie says it looks easy to work with. It's very flexible, but just depends on what you're trying to do with it. All right, I feel like that's okay. No, I'm pulling it through a little bit more. Okay. That's sort of the look I'm trying to go for. Okay, so I want to, just a sec, I'm going to trim these up and then show you what I wanted to do. So it's knotted on one end, and I made sort of a knot with it. Sorry, kind of close. This angle is funny. I can't get the right angle. All right. Well, it's just because of what I'm trying to do with it. I wanted to go through these holes and whatever. So my intention is, this is just for decoration, like I said. So I made a knot in the end here, and then just sort of, it's not even a knot. It's just a single, you loop through. And then I'm going to put dimensionals on the back here. Just going to take a whole strip off here. I'll bunch it up there. And do one more on the end. Take the backings off. And So what I'm aiming to do is just sort of lay it across where all those intersect. And there's my card. I love this look. I don't know why. It's pretty bulky for going through the mail, but I love the look. So there we go. Okay, so I'm going to, thank you. Looks like a not a Scout would have. Probably, but I don't know what it is, what kind of knot it is. All right, so I'm going to put you guys back up. Put you backwards, on upside down you. Tip you up. And it doesn't want to hold, of course. Sorry. It's dropping. If I suddenly drop, this is my camera being a goof. Okay, so here is my second card. Do you guys like this die also? I love this die with the stitching and the holes I use for both of these here. So here's the second one that I did. And then here's the first one that I did. So the one that I have, I'm not showing you right now because I want it. I'm going to be posting it on Friday. Thank you. It's definitely more me, more my colors, more how I would do things. But I was trying to, a die to die for, exactly, Marlene. But I was trying to work with the sweet, like sort of in the way it was intended, but you know that I have to, it always helps to be me for me to like something more. So I had to make it me. Oh, and I forgot to put inside. I won't do it for the pecan pie, but I'll put an insert for the pebbled path. That one's kind of dark, and I forgot to do it, so I'm going to do this quick. Okay, excuse me. So the this mini catalog that it's from, I can't show you the mini catalog other than the front. Did I show you the front last week? I can show you the front because everybody can see that. But the insides, it doesn't go live until January 4. And I know one of the reasons why they do that is so that there are companies out there that try to take Stampin' Up! Designs and make them their own, and they sell stuff that is not Stampin' Up! Product, and it's not even close to the quality of it. Like the textured dies in this suite. The textured dies? I don't know what ones those are. Oh, yeah. So this is one of, you mean this, like this one, Dina? So this one not only cuts out this big vine of leaves, but there's also little lines of texture in it that doesn't cut through. It just creates the little, the lines in it. Is that what you mean? Anyway, so one of the reasons is to protect their artwork and protect us demonstrators. Yeah, gotcha. Protect us demonstrators so that there aren't companies that are trying to sell the product before it's even available from Stampin' Up. Like, obviously, original, like on other websites and stuff like that. Anyway, so it goes live January 4 when you as a customer can order it. And I will be ordering a bunch of stuff for a few things. Oh, so dies that also emboss. Gotcha. As I mentioned in the beginning, we have 4 spots left for retreat. And probably next week already, I will also be opening my Dazzling Card Club for February. I was really quick on this one for January because I hadn't designed it yet or decided what I wanted to do. Sorry, I'm ducking to be in the camera because my thing's being weird. So I'm going to be opening it early so that people can get in early, and I have an idea of how many people want to be part of the class. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful week. I don't know if lots of you have time off this week or if you're back to normal. Have a wonderful new year. And it feels so weird to say that I will see you next year. So I'll be alive again next Wednesday morning, 10:30 a.m. So have a great week, and I will see you soon. Thanks. Bye.